Welcome back to TheChowTimePod. It's your host, Red. And it is an Even Poor Man's podcast. Again, please like, subscribe, comment down below. I really appreciate that. Let's get that chow. Oh, damn. Where is this? It doesn't look like California. Nice. I don't get it when you're at this position, the resisting arrest, and this point, you're kind of just screwing yourself a little bit more. Just my opinion, but I'm also not in this boat too.
To be honest, they treated him kind of nice. I've seen black people get treated worse at a routine traffic stop. I've seen stronger tackles and flag.
I can admit I've seen that myself.
Football. Nah, let me stop. Them people just doing their job. But either way, man, coming to the country, just do it legally.
A customer recently asked me why we don't have any LGBT blankets, but that's not true. We do. Large galactic battle toad.
Send him 2-3 years Dagestan and forget.
1 million to study if cocaine makes Japanese quail more sexually promiscuous.
Quail the birds? Absolutely not. I know they're not doing that.
Why not? Who cares?
100K to study if tequila or gin makes sunfish more aggressive.
Who cares? It's 100K compared to the, what? How much is our military spending on?
Where are all the animal rights activists when it comes to these types of experiments? Politicians who are getting paid $150,000 a year are leaving Washington, D.C., becoming deca-millionaires. All I'm going to say is some of the money was probably spent on cocaine, but I don't think it went to the Japanese quail, making them more sexually promiscuous.
Do you consider killing an animal a good thing to do?
If it's needed, yes.
Is it needed for you?
Yes.
No.
Absolutely.
I would argue that it's not needed for you because you have choices to make,
but
and
you
you
don't know my
continue to make
situation.
the bad choice.
Well, you're sitting in the Jubilee studio in Los Angeles.
Absolutely.
So I feel like you probably have access to a grocery store. Maybe.
So it's better for me to go to the grocery store and buy a hamburger package that was killed by somebody God knows where.
Hunting is better than buying meat from the grocery store, but I choose to not eat either kind of
That's
meat.
fine, and that's your choice.
Right, and it's fine for you to have your opinion and me to have my opinion,
100%.
but the reason that one person feels more passionately about it than the other is because one person's choices has victims and the other one's doesn't.
Like when you're talking about this supposedly natural food chain, like lions don't have weapons.
Yeah, they do. They've got a bunch of them on the end of their fingers.
It's their body. You know, we're not going out sinking our teeth into the throats of animals and ripping
if we could, we would,
their throats out.
But we can't, so it's not really the food
I can't
chain
fly
any
either.
longer.
Should I not get on an
And
airplane?
let's remember...
Well, no, because my question is, if a gun wasn't given to you as a child, would you have invented that piece of technology yourself? If not, I don't believe you have the right to use it because it's no longer the natural food chain.
Do you know how to make shoes?
Wait. Then what are you wearing? All of the products you use in your hair, all the things you wear, all the things you do, even the tattoo, the ink and everything, all of that was invented. If that wasn't there already, would you be using it? That is a dumb logical question. What the?
What?
Do you know how to make shoes?
This isn't taking the life of somebody else.
It doesn't matter.
And I'm not, this has nothing to do with the food chain.
You don't have the right to wear shoes if you don't know how to make them. How does that sound?
Food chain is such an obsolete and outdated term in today's society. Can a lion go to the grocery store to purchase?
It may not be good, but it sure does taste good. And since when did people start entertaining the conversations of these types of people? They try to attack your character by painting you as a bad person by asking you to justify killing and death. Sure, death and killing isn't good, but unfortunately, it's a process that's necessary for other things to live. For example, if you only eat plant-based foods, what about the hundreds of thousands of bugs that were grounded up during the harvesting process? Or what about the thousands of small mammals that were grounded up during the harvesting process? At the end of the day, this is a childish conversation that you're privileged if you can even afford to have it.
Correct.
Your political system's so broken.
Before we continue, if you could please point on the map to where you live.
That's just a map of the United States. I don't live.
You're close. This is a map of places you could live for me to potentially start giving a shit about your political opinion. And you'll notice, whatever continent you're from, not on here.
California isn't on there either.
I was gonna say California's missing.
I am aware.
I guess we don't count.
I don't get paid enough for this fucking bullshit.
I don't know what it is about a woman that hates men, but they just start to look bad. They start to age horribly. They cut their hair, dye it blue, and start dressing like a lumberjack. Like
and start gaining a lot of weight.
Time a woman becomes anti-patriarchy, it takes about 3 years, but then they start looking like they work at a vape shop or a tattoo salon. Like, you know, you don't have to be ugly to hate men. Get off Instagram. Be yourself.
Roll it down. Don't be rude.
It says no parking here.
Cool. Okay. We'll leave soon.
It says no parking here, and your diesel truck stinks.
Okay.
Can you move, please?
Yeah, we will.
We will.
When?
When I feel like it.
You guys are lovely.
Yeah, we're just eating a snack.
Aren't you supposed to be like out in Abbotsford or something?
Born and raised right here.
Damn parents. If they tell you to do something, it has to be done right now, immediately. No. They know it's not parking. There's no parking. They're just chilling there for a little bit before they take off. Are she coming back out?
All the Republican women that are supporting this bill, do you really want me in the restroom or locker room with your husbands? Thank you.
No, but I'm sure they'd rather have you in our restroom than their restroom.
I'm 32 years old and I'm on a mission to enjoy every possible moment of my life. And for me, that means abstaining from men and children because, in my experience, these things tend to make life a lot harder for women.
I noticed you're flying on Etihad Airways. Well, that was invented by men. Your Owala thermos? Men. The Manny snacks you're eating? Men. Your Godiva chocolate? Men. Your Hanes joggers or whatever? Men. The earphones you're using to listen to your feminist podcast? Men. The Uber you took after you landed to go to your Taylor Swift concert or whatever? Men. As a matter of fact, everything about your trip was because of men. You wouldn't have been able to do any of this. Also, childless women are 46% more likely to report high depression compared to mothers. So you were wrong about the children claim too. You were literally wrong about everything.
Yep.
You're welcome, by the way.
Women.
That's so tough.
Yeah, we'll check up on her again when she's about 55. Yeah, this sounds fun when you're young and still mildly attractive, but when you turn about 60, traveling and drinking margaritas on different beaches becomes pretty boring. As you get older, your value isn't in your...
Tell the truth, I went to Cancun last year and it wasn't that fun. It was just chilling on the beach. I could do that here in California.
Your career or how attractive you are, it's in your family. She better thank the men that she thinks hates her for creating the Social Security system because she's probably going to be dependent on that at the end of her life.
So it has come to my attention that the Delta flight that crashed in Toronto was actually operated by a small airline company called Endeavor Air, and they were all female obsessed company and DEI as well. Apparently that flight only had females that were running the show, and that includes the pilots.
I thought it was there were male pilots. There's a lot of conflicting news about this.
Take a look at this video that they put out.
Girls, come on. Leave the saving the world to the men? I don't think so. I don't think so.
No, we ain't giving no hold. I ain't Romeo and no hold. Making a party, chocolate Barbie waiting on me for...
I think you get the point. Now the problem is it's not that women can't fly. It's that for you to get an all-female team, you have to go way down the scale to get the best pilots.
Yeah.
So you're pulling from young, inexperienced pilots to hit your goals of being this woke, all-female airlines. And just to throw this in the mix, it sounds like the reason why the flight crashed, it was a pilot error.
The problem wasn't that they didn't know how to fly the plane. The problem was that they didn't know how to land the plane. Don't worry, I'll be here all week, folks.
This is an orange. This is a lemon. Both citrus fruits. I took this one and I painted it orange. Would it be an orange?
Hell no,
would
it
look
won't.
like one. From far away, might not be able to tell if you painted it effectively enough. But would the inside of it be an orange if I painted the outside of it orange?
Hell no.
Or would it remain a lemon? Even if I injected the inside of this full of orange juice, would it change the structure into an orange? To grow more orange paint.
This is the first argument that I've seen with this. I actually like this argument a lot.
Painted lemons. Would I be able to plant a tree?
Boom!
Would I be able to take this if I painted it orange and take this?
If you took the seeds from this lemon and painted it and did all that, does that seed still produce a lemon tree or an orange tree?
Seeds out of it and grow orange trees?
Mm-hmm.
Or would it just be a lemon painted to look like an orange?
Listen for a second. If you listen to your bio professors, you'd understand there's a difference between biology and what we think
So
about.
I want to thank you for proving a great point.
What?
You are why we should eliminate the Department of Education. Thank you very much.
The way that men hate women is very different from the way that women are concerned and alarmed around men. Men want total power, authority over women. They want the subjugation of women. And that's why things such as toxic masculinity or misogyny exist, because it is byproducts of their insecurities of women becoming too powerful on their own and not needing them.
Do you realize we gave you all this power? Without us, you wouldn't even have any power. We've given you all of these rights. We protected you throughout all of society. And then now you say we just want to control you and then not let you do anything.
Society that we have created is structured around men. It is a patriarchy. On the other hand, the way that women hate men is reactionary. Every single woman that I know has either personally experienced an SA, rape, or some other act of violence at the hands of a man, or a...
I'm going to call this complete bullshit on that one. Every single woman you know has experienced something. Is it someone grazing their arm when they weren't happy? Does that count as it?
Close family member or friend has. When women say we hate men, that stems from fear, not actual hatred. There are places around the world where women cannot show our faces, where we can not walk unaccompanied by a man. There's a huge difference.
Do you understand why they can't do those things? Because they're scared something's going to happen to these women, so they get protection. They get literally an escort.
There's a huge difference, and misandry is a harmful myth about the feminist movement.
Women being safe and women feeling safe are two totally different things. And it's funny because that's what I see women use the most to get men to emasculate themselves, pander to women, and nerf society. Men are by far more likely to become victims of violent crimes, and women will still tell you that they feel like they're the ones that aren't safe. So although women are far safer than men, they still are going to feel like they're not safe because they are instinctually weaker, so they're less capable of protecting themselves in a dangerous situation. The craziest part is less than 1% of men are actually violent criminals, but women will still use this insecurity of fear to justify their hatred for the 99% of men that try to protect them from the 1% of violent criminal men. Because she has a fear of men, she's concluded that society is built for the benefit of men, and everything that men do is to subjugate women. She's saying this while utilizing all of the benefits that men have provided for her, but again, she doesn't care about the majority of good men. She only wants to focus on the bad ones because that suits her narrative. If men wanted to subjugate women, they would, and there's nothing that...
It's that easy for us. It's called get in cages. What are you going to do about it?
Women could do about it. Luckily, men don't want to do that. Let me know in the comments below if this video was a W or L, and give me the HBO special. That's Help Brother House special. Hit the like and the subscribe button for more content. Till next time.
It's funny that they say, oh, men hate women just because we want to control them, but there's plenty of incels and all these things telling why men hate women because of how women treat men. So it's also reactionary of why men are feeling the way they feel, right? And it's reactionary because through anecdotal and society that's telling them, not through I feel like they're gonna hurt me or I feel they're evil. So get the hell out of here. Please like, subscribe, comment down below. I really appreciate that, and I'll catch you next time.